assists, only 2 turnovers was phenomenal. And to finish with 37 assists, only 8 turnovers is great. Scored 62 in the paint, scored 24 in transition. Malik Beasley was phenomenal tonight. I mean, that guy is just continuing to grow up in front of all of our eyes. Monte Morris ceases to amaze. And Nicole, surprise, surprise, almost had another triple-double. So I think the fact that we're able to beat this team hopefully gives us some confidence when we play them again, that yes, we can beat this team, and that's such a big part of it. But Torrey Craig was another guy that stepped up and I thought had played a hell of a game on both ends of the floor.
Well, and defensively, it seemed that as the game went on, the team got better. What was kind of going into that effort after the first quarter?
Well, you couldn't get any worse. That's definitely part of it. We gave up 8 threes, 43 points in that first quarter. They were shooting 73%. Second quarter was much better. They only gave up 2 threes. Third quarter, 2 threes, and I think they hit maybe 4 in that fourth. So after that first, we only gave up 8 more threes the rest of the game. But guys took on the challenge. You know, we definitely have mistakes. We gave them too many pull-up threes on isolation. We should have been into them. But overall, after that first quarter, I thought our defense was much better, and we'll have to bring that on this 4-game road trip that we leave on.
Well, and the defense on James Harden, 9 of 21 from the field. What went into that effort?
You know, as I said before the game, you know, I don't know what it is, but compared to all the other teams in the NBA, we have guarded him the best. And I think it's giving him different looks, giving him different matchups, whether it's Malik, whether it's Torrey, whether it's Will, switching on to him and then trapping him at times. So trying to not let him get into a rhythm. So yeah, it's a team effort. When you play good defense on a great player, and he is that, it takes a team effort, and that's what we had tonight.
To put up 136 points now, your starting backcourt, does that just speak to the firepower you have up and down this roster?
Yeah, especially when you generate the shots that we generate off of ball movement, off of being an unselfish team. And again, from Malik to go out there getting 35, Monte gets 18, and Torrey Craig 22. One guy did not play last year. 2 guys were G League players, and they come out here and have that kind of performance. So couldn't be happier for those guys.
When you and Malik had your exit interview after last season, I mean, that was 2 seasons in, and yet to be able to make a consistent impact. What was the message about what he needed to do to get himself into this position?
Yeah, it was pretty straightforward. You know, with Malik, you always knew he was going to work his butt off. There was never a question. He's self-motivated. He's a hard worker. Simply stated, it was Malik, this is a make-or-miss league. You're a shooting guard in the NBA. Your greatest challenge is you have to prove that you're a consistent player. And that's making shots, that's making the right decision, and that's being able to, somebody just gargling? Strange things, right? Anyways, and then the last part of it is being able to play disciplined defense. And I think he's grown up in all 3 of those areas. The play that stood out to me tonight was the pick and roll and the pocket pass to Nicole for a layup. Malik's not making that play last year. Right now he's shooting into a big basket. He's shooting with great confidence, and he's embracing the challenge to guard every night. So, you know, hard work pays off, and he took that message to heart, and he came back an improved player and much more consistent in every facet of his game.
How significant do you think plays like Torrey Craig's putback shot, Malik's transition down, Mason's block? I mean, you guys had a significant amount of momentum swinging plays tonight.
Yeah, I tell you, man, that second quarter was crazy, right? Some of those highlight plays and a great crowd. I mean, a huge shout out to the environment, the atmosphere, our fans tonight. But Torrey's putback dunk was one of the best dunks I've seen in a game in a long time. But there was like one play after another. It just wouldn't stop. It was so much fun to watch. And we were doing that off of our defense. I mean, that generated all that positive energy on the offensive end of the floor. So, yeah, we're a fun team to watch. We got young, exciting players that play together. I mean, I think if you're a basketball fan, who doesn't like watching a team that shares the ball, passes the ball, and doesn't hold it and doesn't pound the air out of it? You know, we're a fun team to watch, and we're a fun team to coach.
Could you elaborate on the confidence gained by beating these guys after losing to them 9 straight?
Yeah, I think it's sometimes there are mental hurdles, and obviously my first year here we swept them. You know, year 2 and 3, obviously we struggled to win, and we lost our first 2 ones this year in close games where we had our chances. So for tonight, we get off to a really slow start, but to put the quarters 2, 3, and 4 together and play the way we did will give us confidence. But we have a very confident group. We've beaten every team in the NBA. I mean, we've beaten all comers, so we're not scared of anybody. And it's hopefully next time we play this team, we have one more time regular season. Hopefully into the playoffs. If we play them in the playoffs, now we know we beat this team. We know what it takes to beat them.
Like you said, you've beaten all the upper echelon teams in the NBA at this point. How much confidence does it give you that you guys don't just hang with them, but you've beaten everybody that is in that elite category?
Yeah, it's I don't care who we're playing, man. Whether it's a team that's lost 10 in a row or a team that's won 10 in a row, we prepare the same, and every game we go into, we expect to win. And the great thing about it is our home court advantage because of our fans is phenomenal. It's on a whole nother level this year, and the players feed off of that. And I think the confidence that is different from this year to last year is the confidence to go on the road and win games. And that's going to be really important with this 4-game road trip coming up. We've got 6 games before the All-Star break, big 4-game road trip starting in Minnesota tomorrow night. It's going to be a heck of a challenge.
Coach, the injuries you guys have had this year and the injuries that you still have and are dealing with right now, I know you have had such a hectic season, but can you ever take a step back and say, like, wow, what have we been able to accomplish with so many injuries and just a ravaged rotation all year?
Yeah, no, I think you have to, along the way, stop and appreciate what we've done. And there's a fine line, because I'm not saying stop and celebrate and think we've arrived, because we haven't. We still have so much to do. But if you don't enjoy the victories and you don't enjoy the moments, what are you doing it for? Before the game, the national anthem and the crowd, I was just thinking to myself, from year 1 to now, what we've built from the ground up, that's special. And we've got a special group of players in there that have really busted their butts and committed to becoming the best team we can be. And we have the belief, Harrison. We're a very together group, and hopefully this can continue moving forward.
One more. Coach, when Malik throws down those big dunks on a fast break, in your opinion, does that have any impact on the energy and the momentum, or is that just like a fun thing for us as fans?
No, I think it gets the bench excited, it gets him excited, it gets his teammates excited. So, I mean, if he went in there and finger rolled it, I don't think it'd have the same effect. And when Malik plants that left foot and he takes off, he elevates way above. So I think those plays are momentum type plays. Those plays are feel good for the team type of plays, and the crowd gets into it. When our crowd gets into it, man, you felt it tonight. I felt it. This is a tough place to play, and I couldn't be more thankful for all of our fans coming out and supporting us the way they do.
All right, thank you.
Appreciate it, everybody.